What if I told you that success is not controlled by luck, not controlled by talent, and definitely not controlled by some invisible force in the universe that randomly chooses who wins and who loses? What if I told you that there is no success fairy coming down to tap you on the head and suddenly change your life? Because that's what most people believe. They sit around wondering, will I ever be one of those successful people? But that mindset is completely wrong. Success is not something that happens to you. Success is something you build, something you fight for, something you earn every single day. And today, I want to welcome every single one of you to this channel. Because in this video, we are going to talk about the real truth, what it actually takes to win, what separates winners from losers, and why most people never reach their full potential. Look around you. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants money, freedom, a powerful life, a strong body, respect, and a great relationship. But here's the problem: nobody wants to suffer for it. People are willing to work on the good days, when they feel motivated, when they watch a video, when they feel inspired. They say, "This is my time, I'm ready." But what happens when life hits you hard? What happens when you hear 3 no's in a row? When someone you trust walks away? When your body feels weak and your mind feels exhausted? Can you still show up on those days? Because that right there is the difference. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everybody wants success, but nobody wants the pain that comes with it. At the center of every dream, every achievement, every level of greatness, there is one thing: self-discipline. Self-discipline is not about feeling good. It's not about waiting for the right mood. Self-discipline is saying, I don't feel like doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. That is power. That is control. Because you cannot win in life if you cannot win against your own mind. Your mind will lie to you. It will tell you to slow down, to wait, to quit, to take a break. It will tell you that you're not ready, that it's too hard, that tomorrow is a better day. But winners don't listen to that voice. Winners act. Winners move. Winners push forward no matter how they feel. Think about the people you admire, the ones at the top. They didn't get there because everything was easy. They didn't get there because they were always motivated. They got there because they built something stronger than motivation. They built discipline. They trained themselves to perform even when they didn't feel like it. That is what separates them. That is the difference between average and greatness. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's the ability to keep going when everything inside you is telling you to stop. Life will test you over and over again. It will break your plans. It will destroy your expectations. It will hit you when you're already tired. And in those moments, you have 2 choices. You can step back or you can step up. Most people step back. They wait. They make excuses. They blame circumstances, people, and situations. But winners do something different. They say, I see what's happening, and I'm going harder. They use pain as fuel. They use struggle as growth. They don't run from difficulty, they run toward it. No one is born with this mindset. Nobody comes into this world strong, disciplined, and unstoppable. That mindset is built. It is created through repetition, through struggle, through failure. At some point, every successful person hits a wall. They get tired of quitting. They get tired of making excuses. They get tired of running from discomfort. And they make a decision. I'm done backing down. I'm done quitting. I'm stepping into this. That moment changes everything. Because from that point forward, they stop negotiating with their weakness. You have to understand, life is never going to be easy. Things are always going to go wrong. There will always be problems, distractions, failures, and pain. Your job is not to avoid these things. Your job is to get through them. No matter what, you need a mindset that says, it doesn't matter what happens today, I'm getting my work done. That is the difference. That is the line between people who win and people who lose. Winners don't allow circumstances to control them. They don't allow emotions to stop them. They don't allow obstacles to break them. Habits are everything. Because when pressure hits, when life gets hard, when you feel weak, you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. If your habit is to quit, you will quit. If your habit is to fight, you will fight. That's why routines matter. That's why discipline matters. Because it becomes your default. It becomes who you are. And when things get difficult, you don't think, you act. Ask yourself this: where would you be in your life right now if you never quit? Think about that. How much further would you be if you pushed through every time things got hard? The truth is, quitting is contagious. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. And before you know it, you're quitting on everything: your goals, your dreams, your potential. You lose mental toughness. You lose resilience. And you start blaming everything except yourself. But here's the truth: this is your life. No one else is responsible for it. At some point, you have to stop blaming people. Stop pointing fingers. Stop making excuses. And take ownership. You have to say, from this moment forward, I control my future. You have to get to a point where you are sick and tired of being average. Sick and tired of holding yourself back. Sick and tired of living below your potential. Because people are not remembered in easy times. They are remembered in hard times. When everything is against them and they still show up. When it's raining, when it's early, when they're tired and they still do the work. That is what builds greatness. Small actions repeated daily create massive results over time. You don't need to do everything at once. You just need to do one more step, one more rep, one more effort, one more day without quitting. Your brain cannot handle thinking about years of struggle, but it can handle one more step. That's how you win. You focus on now. You break everything down into small pieces and attack it one step at a time. And while you're in the struggle, while you're in the pain, you need to change your perspective. Don't just feel it, observe it, learn from it, grow through it. Because one day, you will look back and realize that those painful moments built the strongest version of you. Inside your mind, there are two voices. One voice is comfortable. It tells you everything is okay. It wants you to relax, to stay safe, to avoid pain. The other voice is harsh. It tells you the truth. It tells you that you're not working hard enough, that you're capable of more, that you're wasting potential. Most people ignore that second voice because it's uncomfortable, but that is the voice you need to listen to. That is the voice that leads to growth. Everything you want is on the other side of discomfort. Pain, failure, doubt, these are not enemies. They are part of the process. Every path to success is hard. Every single one. So stop judging your journey based on how difficult it is. Difficulty is a sign that you're on the right path. Winners don't look for easy. Winners look for progress. If you truly want to become great, you must accept the struggle, not avoid it, not complain about it. Accept it, embrace it, use it, because struggle is the price you pay for growth. And if you're not willing to pay that price, you will never reach your potential. Stop hoping for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for the right time. There is no perfect time. There is only now. There is only action. Winners don't wait. They move. They adapt. They find solutions. While others are making excuses, they are making progress. At the end of the day, ask yourself one simple question: what am I willing to do to become who I want to be? Because your answer to that question will determine your future. If your answer is whatever it takes, then you will get there. It may take time. It may take pain, but you will get there. Because discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. It is the power to control your life, to control your actions, to control your future. And the price of discipline is small compared to the price of regret. You don't want to wake up one day and say, I wish I tried. You don't want to live your life wondering what could have been. So start today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Start small, but start. Take control of your mind. Build your discipline. Stay focused on your goals. Push through the hard days. And never quit. Because success is not something that happens to you. It is something you become.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.